My name's Adil and welcome back to the channel. Today is all about a Mercedes A-Class upgrade. Let's jump into today's video.
Hey guys, I'm Rawan. I'll be working on the Mercedes A-Class. So without further ado, let's knock this one out.
So hopefully you guys are enjoying today's video up until now. So now it's time to talk a little bit more detail about the product selection, final results, and also why product particular has been selected for this particular client. Every client is completely different in not only budget, but also exactly what they want to do and their goals for the vehicle and goals for sound in the vehicle as well. So these videos are always just whatever the client has selected. So this is a really nice little upgrade for the Mercedes A-Class. So I want to kind of just run you through everything that the boys have done already on the install. So first thing to note is the weight of the boot. So that has actually increased. So the reason why that is because we've acoustically deadened the panel work inside this vehicle. So let's start off at the back end of this vehicle. We're going to talk about the sub. So client was after a couple of things as kind of the overall goal of this car. One thing was to improve the overall enhancements of clarity. Didn't want to add too much volume in the system, but did want that extra little bit of kick. So on this Mercedes platform, what have you actually got from stock? So you've got a two-way front end, you've then got a two-way rear, and you have a pathetic sub that's in the back. So, I mean, overall, basically, you've got no proper amplification in this vehicle. You've got no setup that really just creates great sound. So we've changed all that. We've got rid of the factory sub that was under the floor, and we've gone for the Audison 10-inch sub. So this sub is really popular. It doesn't take up too much space and it's really compact design. So it's a downward firing sub and you can actually just load stuff on top of it. Our 10-inch sub gives plenty of bass, especially in hatchbacks, performs absolutely brilliantly. In terms of the actual sub itself, client wanted to retain this Mercedes actually floor mat. So what we've done, the way the sub works is it's Velcro feet. So we've actually carpeted the bit underneath the sub just to allow it to stick but also still be removable if the client ever needs to. I've used this sub in my own vehicle for over a year now, and I actually have only ever removed it once when I was going away for an airport run and I had to load up completely, and I removed it. It took about 30 seconds or so to unplug, and literally I could load up on my boot and then put it back in when I needed to. So really easy to use and very compact design. With that, you also get a controller, which is on this particular vehicle, we've actually flushed it into the driver's seat panel. It looks really cool in that position, very easy to use and stuff. And yeah, so that's the controller for the sub. So you just turn that up and down whenever you want a little bit more kick. So that is the boot area taken care of, and again, you can even probably hear that. That's very nice and solid now. Over to the rear doors and the front doors. So these actually have the same set, front and rear. These are the Audison Prima APK 165Ps. Basically that set is about 20-30 quid more than the normal Prima speakers. The reason why we use them is just because they give a little bit more mid bass, and also it gives a bit more of an opportunity at a future date, if our client ever wanted to give future amplification. So you can amp that set. You can't go too crazy with the amplification, and this is all where we kind of guide the client. I mean, this client came by, did exactly the right thing, came by, met with me, we went through the spec, met through what we wanted, and also we then decided on a final system. Still upgradable in the future, but also you can, like these speakers, they're running without amplification, but later on, if he does feel like he wants that extra bit of power, wants that extra bit of volume, then that is a really cool upgrade. And you can do that at a future date. So you can stage these sorts of things. Obviously, there is an option to do it all at once, and we've got packages on our website to kind of help you decide depending on budget and depending on spec of what you want to do. But client was after the front end of this car to have a full OEM look, a very discreet look, and that is exactly what we got. So two-way mid-bass, 6.5-inch mid-bass and a tweeter. Again, fully soundproofed in that door, feels nice and solid. Same again in the front. You've got the mid-bass driver in the door, but actually the tweeter is on top on the A-pillar, so they are designed like that. But let me just give you a little bit of a knock test to give you an idea of the sound difference you get just by knocking on it, to give you an idea about how solid this door is. So I'm going to knock on here, and then I'm going to knock on this panel, which isn't soundproof, and you'll be able to hear the difference. So this is a soundproof panel, and then non-soundproofed. So hopefully you can tell by that. I mean, there's a huge difference just in how solid that door card is. It just feels so much stronger, such better built now. And that is the foundation layer. So you've got 3 layers inside there of the 3mm product. But soundproofing is a really important thing. It's not just the product. You guys really need to understand that it's not just a product. When people are supplying a product, or you're doing your install yourself, or you're having an install done maybe somewhere else, where you really got to go a lot deeper than just soundproofing. When we do soundproofing, what I count as soundproofing, and it's just included in what we do. I cloth tape all the clips, I tighten every screw everywhere we go. So like in this door, for example, there was lots and lots of loose clips. Happens over time, but even happens on brand new vehicles. So we've had the car in for quite a few days, we've had about for 4 days now, and got the car exactly where we want it. And it's not the highest end system in the world, but everything is done belt and braces behind the scenes. We see so many of this level of system where they're just thrown in, and literally we have to end up redoing them when they come in, when people aren't happy. It's about getting that foundation level correct, so then your sound system can really be the best it possibly can be for what you're putting in. It's literally mostly down to that install, and that is why I'm talking to someone at the moment in Florida, talking to someone at the moment in Kenya, obviously the UK ones as well. We just had a local guy come in and spec up his 4 Series for him. Literally, the world is very small when it comes to social media and stuff. We have people travel internationally and full national people as well. We've got cars coming in from Ireland, or literally all over the place. It's about people that value that next level of sound. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed today's video. You've also seen the upgrade on the Mercedes A-Class, so I hope you guys have enjoyed it. But also make sure you go check out other social media platforms we've got. You'll see some more behind the scenes work of what we do day in, day out. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one.